your voice has unlocked something. And by your voice, I mean your actual, like, authentic self. This authentic version of yourself that is finally getting to see the spotlight. And I'm hearing there could have been this inability for a long time to speak your truth. I'm seeing the Little Mermaid, like when she loses her voice. I'm really seeing that there was something that kind of took your voice away, kind of took your power away. And it has been slowly been restored to you. It's been slowly restored to you as you navigate situations and spaces that would have made your old self really shrink away. And because you've done so much growing, you've grown so much, you're not able, I'm hearing you're not able to keep your mouth shut anymore. You're not able to shy away from defending yourself, protecting yourself, and speaking up for yourself. Whereas before, I feel like you kind of just let things happen to you. Yeah, we're no longer doing that. You realize like how sovereign you are, how in control you are, and that everything moves in accordance to your word, to your will. The number 888 is significant. Also 118, 123. You could be seeing those quite a bit. Spirit, what does this collective need to know? What do they need to know? The Eight of Wands.
I had two.
All right, let's see what else we have. Knight of Pentacles. Whoa. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. Cannot make it up. When I'm saying like you are being reborn, like I'm hearing like you're revisiting life again. I feel like for a while you were just kind of like, kind of going through the motions, doing what you had to do, but like the love wasn't there. The love of life, the love of just the spark that kept you going was really dim. And now we have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. Because of the work that you've been doing, because of the persistence in spite of the results you're seeking. You are consistent regardless of the results. You are continuing to show up. You are continuing to work on yourself and heal and really understand what makes you tick as a person, what makes you happy. And because you're actively doing that work, now the universe is able to provide you with what you want because you're getting clear about what you want. You're standing firm in your boundaries. I'm hearing you're not taking shit from anybody. You're not taking shit from anybody. You are solely focused on what's bringing you happy. Like, bringing you happy, bringing you happiness. Like, if you look here, she's like made this cute little force field to really repel all of these negative energies, these negative thoughts. And you're really in this space now where you are the one who is pouring out into the universe. I feel like for this collective in particular, there was a large time period where you felt victimized by the universe. You felt like life was happening to you. And now you realize like, no, life is happening around me. And if I want to bring positive and or negative experiences to me, I have that ability and I've had that ability. This is nothing new. You are just getting really, like, I'm hearing like honed in on your frequency. You're protecting your mind from negative thoughts and, influences really. You could have even stopped watching certain types of television or things that were just like low vibrational because it was affecting your frequency. It was affecting the way that you show up. Are we coming out? Ooh. Okay. Good, crazy energy. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hierophant. Yeah, and I feel like you're really doing things kind of against the grain. With the Tower here as well, you're doing things against the grain, but that's because you know yourself. You've been sitting with yourself. You actually enjoy spending time with yourself. There are some people out there who cannot stand their own presence. They'll fill the silence with anything to distract themselves from the work that needs to be done internally. And you, 4, 5, 6 on the clock, as I say that, you're doing the work. And so you're not bogged down by all of these limiting beliefs and thoughts. And yes, doubts will come. Doubts are just a sign that your manifestations are on the way and that you are embodying something that is a little foreign, a little different. Okay. And so hold on. It's a little different. And so your body's going to kind of freak out. Your mind's going to start sending you like, hey, are you sure we should be doing this? Are you sure this is working out? So the doubts are good, but it's not so much so that you freeze up and that you're stopping. Okay. Spirit's like, keep going. You're doing exactly what you need to do. We've got the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck here. This is stability. This is long-term stability. Nine of Cups and Judgment. Long-term stability. And I'm talking like just enjoying your life, enjoying the peace and the love that you've cultivated for yourself. That's all that's important right now. That's all you need to focus on. Just by being so authentically you, Spirit is like, like finally, you're being the you that you were always meant to be. You're not meant to be anybody else. You're not meant to cosplay as, you know, this Temperance card really wants to come out. Let me take her out. You're not cosplaying as this old version of you or of this masked version of you. The version of you that you put together in order to appease and be understood by other people. Right now, the only thing you need to focus on is just being stable in your emotions. Your emotions are one of the only things that are going to trip you up if you let them. And so like, you know, emotions are just energy in motion. It's communication from your body. It's communication like, hey, I didn't like that thing that we just experienced. Or, hey, I really liked that thing that we just experienced. It is just a compass to kind of guide you on what feels good and what does not. So we, as important as our emotions are, we have to remember that we are sovereign, we are in control. And that's just incoming information. It's just information that we can decide to give meaning to. We can decide to act upon, or we can just reflect upon it and then make decisions and make changes. So right now, Spirit really wants you to get in touch with your emotions, really understand the root of them. Instead of just reacting to them, getting, you know, drawn up in them, let's really focus on where these emotions are coming from. What are they trying to tell you? What do they mean? Do they mean anything? Okay, 221 as I look up on the clock. And 576. I've been seeing a lot of like numbers that would be sequential numbers, but like out of order. The Queen of Wands, a lot of queen energy here. A lot of just royal, emotional, feminine energy here. And so it's really important that like, yes, we are very firm in our boundaries, firm in our emotions. And I mean firm in our emotion as like we are in control of how we respond to those emotions. Not that we're not feeling anything. Emotions are good. Let's make sure we're feeling them. But we are in control of how we respond to them. But also we need to be in control of how we respond to others and the influences of other people's energy. If you're the type of person who gets easily triggered by like people who are just a little bit low vibrational and like maybe they like to talk about lack mindsets a lot or things like that, and like it kind of gets to you, that is an opportunity for growth. That's an opportunity for you to be like, why does this trigger me so much? Why is this bothering me so much? This is a person who's outside of me. And if you follow, you know, the thought that everyone is you pushed out, what internal work could I be doing so that I don't have to experience this type of like, it feels sometimes like an energetic attack. Just like when you have people who are a little bit who are not quite just awakened yet and who still are operating in very lack mindsets and things like that. 77% on my battery and 222 on the clock as I say that. So the people around you can really influence you and affect your energy if you let them. Whoa. Anything else this collective needs to know, Spirit? Hello. Hello. The World. 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords came out in reverse. So we're going to put that up here. And then we have the Emperor. Wow. What I say about this royal energy, this is just about remembering your station in life. And I don't mean like the station that like society has put you in. I mean the station of like you are a creator being, you are God in the human flesh. and you have control over what happens in your reality. And so by remembering that you have that control, okay, now different opportunities can come in. Now you can make different decisions from a more aligned place, from a more sovereign place, a place where you understand that these things that are happening around you are not like make or break type of things. They're just reflections of an old mind frame, reflections of an old self. And so as you evolve and as you change, your 3D will begin to reflect that. You don't need to try and change your 3D. You just need to change your internal world. And by, cultivating and growing that internal world, watering your own garden, you are going to be put in a beautiful, perfect position to receive everything that you want, because you are creating life on your own terms. And so literally, you can have the world, you can have whatever you want, as long as you decide that, what I have right now doesn't align with me, or pieces of it do. I'm going to remove what I can and bring in what I can. I'm going to work on my internal landscape, remove myself from situations, relationship, things that do not align with me. 11:11 on the freaking clock as I say that, okay? You are so sovereign. You are God. And like, oh, not the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Things are really looking up for you. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse over there, I really feel like, yes, there's been some really like icky situations around you, and like for a lot of you, I'm hearing a lot of ancestral trauma that has manifested as maybe family members and friends. I'm getting a big like family component here. So I feel like I'm speaking about family. There is a big component of your family that is just mirroring that generational trauma back to you. And I feel like as if this trauma is related directly to receiving love, receiving money, which are one and the same. We feel them in the same spot on our body. Okay. But I really feel like the issues that you're having with your family are not really issues with your family. You're fighting up against ancestral trauma that has been placed in a human body, or is mirroring through that human body, mirroring through that human experience. So yeah, you might be fighting with your parents about lack mindsets, but you're really fighting against eons of ancestral trauma that are being healed through you. So as you continue to work on yourself and evolve and heal this wound, it will reflect in other areas of your life. For example, let's say your ancestral wound is receiving income, receiving money, receiving wealth, and receiving it in a way that is not hustling and grinding, which is very foreign to a lot of the world. If you were to heal that within yourself and start to call in money in a more relaxed, more aligned way, you might have family members looking at you like, I never ever thought that was possible, but now that I see that it is possible, what can I do to get that for myself? And you begin to heal. I'm not saying you're going to convince everybody to live life this way and just manifest money and, kumbaya and all that mess. But by healing yourself, you're healing others. And so like as a human, it is your responsibility to be the best version of you that you can be. Not the best version of Erica that you can be, but the best version of you. Whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like for you. You are in complete control of your environment, of your life. And the only times you feel out of control is when we are really acknowledging an old story. We're giving it meaning, we're giving it importance, and it's not important. I know that's easier said than done. I'm not dismissing anyone's story or any type of hardships. We've all been through very hard things, some of us more than others, and I'm not being dismissive of that. But I am saying that there is a point where we can be like, let me turn inwardly. What can I do? What can I work on in this moment with the tools that I have to pull better things into my life, to elevate, to grow and expand, instead of just being upset that I am where I am? What can I do differently? What can I change? What can I change internally? If I want to be abundant, how can I feel abundant now? If I want to be loved, how can I feel loved right now? Anything else, Spirit? Yes, I can't even make it up. This is about choosing. This is about goodness gracious, 14:44 on the clock. Okay, 2:28 on the clock as well. So that was my timer, 2:28 on the clock. This is all about strategizing, making choices. And I'm hearing sifting, If you're familiar with the Bible, there's something about like separating the wheat from the chaff, and it's like separating the good parts from the parts that are just fluff that have no meaning. They don't do anything for you. They don't align with you or anything like that. They're just extra junk, extra garbage. Okay, we don't need that. Right now, it's about finding out. Oh my God, I cannot make it up. I cannot make it up. Are you kidding me? Like, this is about strategizing the perfect life, understanding the perfect life for you, regardless of what the 3D world tries to show you, regardless of the evidence that is already there, okay? You don't need evidence. We don't need external validation. We don't need the 3D to reflect to us what we want, because we are what we want. We house what we want. And it's only a matter of time before what is on the outside goes outward. I'm reminded of like pregnancy and birth. Like, you don't notice that a woman's pregnant for a very long time, but it doesn't mean the baby's not there until, you know, she gives birth. Like, it has to grow. It has to build that, you know, she's already a mother, whether that baby has come out or not. So for someone, that's really significant. Got some babies on the way, as long as it ain't me. But I really see that like this is your growth period. And if you're finding this directly after New Year's, I say, because if you are, you know, in the know, in the knowledge, whatever, you know that the true New Year's in spring. But I feel like this time period between our Americanized New Year and this actual like earthly New Year, this is a beautiful period of time for you to try new things, to figure out what you like, figure out what you need, and start separating that wheat from the chaff. Start separating yourself from the things that don't align with you, and start to figure out what really makes you happy, and only go after those things. You don't need to fill your time with garbage because other people think like, oh, this sounds like a good idea and you need this, and like, this is smart and this is the logical way to do things. Okay, and it doesn't always work for everybody. Anything else, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. We'll do 2 more. 3 more. What do we have? We have Justice. 4 more. She's like, psych. 5 of Wands, 10 of Cups, 8 of Swords. 888. Do I have 8? Yeah, I have 888 here. 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups, Justice, and the 5 of Wands. So regardless of the energies that are out there trying to trigger you, or that have the potential to trigger you, because I don't always think people are trying to trigger you, but things have the potential to trigger you. So regardless of that, we still need to work on ourselves. We still need to call in what we want, work on what we want, work on manifesting what is for us, and ignore what does not align. We have the Justice card here. We need to ignore what does not align with us. What does not align with us. If it's not for us, it's not for us. And I know like there are some situations that are almost impossible to ignore. We need to do our best. We need to be as Delulu as possible and focus only what we want to come in, what we want more of, and watch as, you know, the universe starts to mirror that to you, and believe that it's possible. Believe that it's coming to you, because it is. It is coming to you. It's already here. You just can't see it yet. It's already here. You just can't see it yet. You don't have physical evidence, but you know that it's there. Okay. Woo, that was a lot. I hope this message resonated with you guys. Please let me know in the comments. Give me a like, share, or follow, all the good things. If you'd like to book a personal with me, I have that linked in the description, also on my page. Thank you guys so much, and I'll catch you in the next one.